Teacher Navasa at Riverflow International. I told you that this whole day no one is going to miss understanding science. This is one of the questions the runner sent us. The diagram below shows a section of a human skeleton. Study it and answer the questions that follow. Now, this is what we are going to first interpret. Number one, we have this part here showing us a joint. Now, there is a joint here. This is the ankle area. This is the ankle area. Then we have the knee area here. So here, there is also a joint. Then we have this bone, the thigh bone, which we all know as femur. Then we have this muscle. There is this muscle, the front muscle, which others are called as quadriceps. Then we have this muscle here. This is the calf. Then they have given us this back thigh muscle, which is the hamstring. So now, after we have understood all these, now we are going to come to the questions. Name the board indicated by the letter S. Now that one we all know. It is the thigh bone. It's the thigh bone. But its specific name is femur. Then we have explained how each of the following muscles behaves when the leg is bent at the knee. So this is what they want. They want to know that if you bend your leg like this, how does this muscle behave and how does this muscle behave? Remember last time I told you that muscles work in an antagonistic pair or way, such that when one muscle contracts, now the second muscle will relax. That's how two muscles work to bring out an action. So we are going to look at this. Once you bend this quadriceps or the muscle A, when you bend muscle A will not contract. When you do this, what contracts is the muscle which is bent, which is the hamstring, which means muscle A, when you bend the leg, muscle A will relax and lengthen because it has allowed the leg to bend at the knee. Now it means that muscle B, which is the hamstring, will contract and shorten. Just like last time we did the one of biceps and the triceps. So all of them. So that is how we are going to look at them. That is in summary how you can explain. If you are in higher classes, you can go ahead and talk about what happens to each muscle, what happens inside the cells, all those ones. But for now, we'll leave it at this stage because this number seems to be for lower classes. How does the movement at joint M here, this is the knee, and the joint here, we have a hinge joint here, a hinge joint. I'm going to come to that. From the movement, differ from the movement at the shoulder. So they want us to compare how this joint, the movement at this joint, you can see, is different from the joint, this one at the shoulder. Now, one thing we must know, at the shoulder, we find there, at the shoulder, we have ball and socket joint. There is ball and socket joint. But here, we have a hinge joint. By the way, many people don't know why it is called a hinge joint. It is called a hinge joint. The idea was got from how the door is hinged on, or is hinged on the hinge, such that you close and open. And it is exactly how this joint works. Just see the planes it can move in. But when you look at this can move to this direction. It can move to this direction. it can move to this direction, and it can move to this direction. So it means that by difference, we are going to say that joint M moves or allow movement in one plane. But at shoulder joint allow movement in many directions. I'm just keeping it simple. But we should have talked about how many planes does the hinge joint do, and how many planes does the shoulder joint give. So you can talk about them. Which part of the diagram shows the ankle joint? I already talked about it. So here we're going to come and say part N. And then they are saying suggest two ways of keeping the bones strong. Number one, you look at balanced diet. And the diet should include or should be rich in calcium and vitamin D. Then you can also have regular physical exercises. As simple as that. This number is as complicated or as simple as this. If you have any questions where you have not understood, just hit the comment section. If you have any number that you want us to do for you, just send it to 0755533490. We will be able to also answer you. Thank you very much.